What is going on, everybody? Super Yankee for Life here once again, and I am here with some Black Ops 3. Well, to be more specific, I am doing my review uh, of Black Ops 3. I've been meaning to do this for a long while. I actually said in my last Black Ops 3 upload, which was about uh, like in August of last year, I was supposed to do a review of Black Ops 3, but I forgot all about it. Didn't even bother to do it until now for a couple reasons. One, because it's obviously long overdue, and number two, I'm kind of curious to see where Treyarch goes with their next Call of Duty because I think a lot of people are already looking forward to their next game, whether they just prefer Treyarch as their studio of choice in the Call of Duty franchise, or they just don't like the newest COD, which is World War II. Um, but yeah, I think I am going to just do. I think I'm just going to go with campaign first to review that for right off the bat, then zombies, and then multiplayer. So the campaign for Black Ops 3 was, in my opinion, very underwhelming in the Call of Duty franchise. Definitely the least strongest in the Black Ops series. The only saving grace to this campaign was the fact that you can have that it was co-op for the first time in like 10 plus years or something like that. Definitely was the only reason why I would even bother with why I even bothered with the campaign in the first place. Yeah, the story was just very. It was very linear at first, then it just got really weird and really complex. Uh, really towards the middle and definitely the ending of it. At least for me, it was. Maybe it was crystal clear to you, but me, I was lost. uh, but the whole train go boom meme was pretty funny during this game's life cycle. So yeah, um, the campaign was very lackluster in my opinion as far as the story goes. The customization part, that was actually a really good feature that they brought back from Black Ops 2. I thought that was pretty neat. The whole safe house aspect of it was okay. I think that's about it as far as my whole thoughts and opinions on campaign. So next up, I'm gonna go to zombies. We'll skip over multiplayer and go to zombies. Zombies, in my opinion, and I know some people will not agree with me, but I actually really enjoyed Black Ops 3 Zombies. Much more than I did in Black Ops 2. I just found Black Ops 2 to be more of a scavenger hunt rather than just survival. And yes, Black Ops 3 does have some of that whole scavenger hunt thing with zombies, but I felt like this was a little bit more bare bones for my liking, or uh, than it was in Black Ops 2. Um, some of the maps I really enjoyed. Dreisentrock, one of my favorite DLZ Zombies maps ever since Ascension and Black Ops 1. And anyone who knows me, I really loved Ascension from Black Ops 1. So that to have a map that uh, I enjoyed just as much as that one in a newer game is pretty cool. The whole Gobblegum feature I really enjoyed. That I think that was a fantastic idea that they were able to implement. And also I think the story was kind of neat that they were able to continue with the whole original group instead of bringing in voice actors, different ones to help continue the story. I just don't know why they even bothered to do that with the whole transit and the whole. I don't know. I didn't play much as Black Ops 2 Zombies, but when I did it, I just didn't have much fun with it. Um, so yeah, I much prefer the original Zombie script, and I think everybody else will say the same. But yeah, Black Ops 3 Zombies I definitely enjoyed, but as much as I enjoyed Black Ops 3 Zombies, nothing holds the candle to Black Ops 1 in my opinion. It just that Black Ops 1 Zombies was a lot of fun to no end. And last but not least, the multiplayer, the really the crown jewel of what uh, many people believe to make or break a Call of Duty game. From a multiplayer perspective, this was a bit of an oddball for me as far as the Call of Duty franchise is concerned. And the reason why I say that is because I don't have a really strong opinion on Black Ops 3's multiplayer because I just don't know. Like, it's really hard to explain it. In previous Call of Duty games, I could really like something and then hate something else completely different. In this game, the things that I liked were also the things I didn't like, if that makes any sense at all. Like, um, the movement system, I think it was a little bit more down to earth and more fluid than it was in Advanced Warfare. Uh, but I also at the same time didn't like the fact you can still wall run and boost jump and all that stuff. If that makes any sense, I felt like it was better because you kind of like floated in the air as opposed to just like dashing really quickly in the air like you could in Advanced Warfare. So yeah, I definitely definitely thought they got the movement right a little bit better, but still at the same time I just don't I'm not a huge fan of the whole boost jumping Call of Duty titles, and I think I think they realize now that boost jumping, the whole jetpacking nonsense was a bit of a mistake. I'll give them an A for effort for trying to do something different with the franchise, but in execution, it just didn't work. Um, what else? The specialists. I thought some of the specialists that they brought into Black Ops 3 were really good. Like my boy here, Reaper. I used one of my personal favorites. His Psychosis was awesome. Um, let's see. Prophet's Glitch. His Tempest weapon was also a huge favorite of mine. I think he was probably the best overall specialist in the entire game. Battery was pretty cool until they nerfed kinetic armor for reasons I can't explain. Then there were some really annoying specialists, and I think if you played Black Ops 3 multiplayer, you don't need me to tell you who those annoying specialist weapons or what those weapons were. The Ripper, Spectre's Ripper, that was really annoying. The gravity spikes, that was definitely fun to play against. I think ultimately my biggest gripe with Special is not so much the weapons or the abilities that were annoying, it's the fact that you didn't know when it was coming. I think more than anything else, that was my biggest gripe with the specialists in Black Ops 3. You didn't know when somebody had them. So when you turn the corner on somebody, you start firing at like say Battery, who has their war machine out. You don't know that she has her war machine out. There's no like announcement or anything like that. You just don't know. And then you start shooting her, and all of a sudden she shoots you once with her war machine, and you turn to giblets, and you're dead. And it's just like, what the hell? I didn't even know that was coming. There was no warning of that. I think that was my biggest gripe with the specialists in Black Ops 3, more so than the weapons and like some of the abilities that were really annoying and cheesy. It was the fact that you didn't know. You just had no clue that you were basically walking into your own death. And I think that's really where they got the specialists wrong. Maybe if they could have had like the announcer guys say like enemy gravity spikes are on the field. And that's another thing too. Like some of the Ripper and the gravity spikes, they were instantaneous the second you activated them, which I thought were really annoying. Because like the Scythe, the Tempest, the Annihilator, the Sparrow, you had to draw them out um, in order to use them. Whereas the gravity spikes and the Ripper, the second you press L1 and R1, boom, uh, you get a kill or multiple kills. So that was really a really annoying part of Specialists in Black Ops 3. Yeah. So what else? The maps. The maps were very underwhelming. There were really no good map. There were really no good maps in Black Ops 3, but yet there were really actually I'll take that back. There were really some really bad ones. If I can go to custom games here for just a second. Uh, Setup game. Alright, change map. Okay, standard. Nuketown. Like I get why. I get it. I get why they have to continuously bring this map back. Hell, it wouldn't surprise me if they brought it back into their next Call of Duty game, no matter if it's called Black Ops 4 or whatever. But this map just needs to die. It just needs to go away forever in every Treyarch game going forward. Aquarium was actually okay. I actually liked Aquarium. I think many people didn't like it because it was Head Glitch City, but I actually enjoyed Aquarium. Breach was okay. Combined can be a bit of a spawn trap even for team deathmatch. Evac was, I mean, some of these maps were not good because for some reason, like Aquarium and Exodus, the textures wouldn't load in uh, at the start of the match. Like, I think that was also a thing on Xbox One as well. Like, some of these maps were like, there's no really good iconic map from this game that you can say, "Ha, I would love to play that again." In a Call of Duty game in a future Call of Duty title. And some of these DLC maps like Empire, the Raid remake, I like it. Why did these have to come back? Like Raid was perfectly fine as it was in Black Ops 2. It just doesn't play well in Black Ops 3 with the extra movement. Outlaw, the standoff remake, it just why? It's especially Outlaw. I think Outlaw was just really bad as a remake of Standoff because of the shadows. It's really easy to blend in. It was very bright as hell in most parts. It just was not like some of these DLC maps. Just no, especially Gauntlet. This map is just oh no. They did not do a really good job. Skyjacked, really? I uh, I think Rise for me personally might be the worst of them all as far as the DLC maps are concerned. Um, anyway, so the maps, yeah, they were some of them were okay to play on, some of them really not so much. And no really great map, no really like iconic map that you would say, "Hey, I would love for this map to come back in another Call of Duty title." There's there's not really one at all. It's really disappointing because Treyarch is really more well known for their maps from Black Ops 1 and 2 because they made some really good maps from those games. So for them to make these, it's kind of disappointing. Weapon balance. I think that's probably the last thing I'm gonna cover. Uh, oh yeah, weapon balance and score streaks. Weapon balance was, I think, across the board a lot better than in Black Ops 2. Obviously, PC is a different animal compared to console for reasons I will not get into, but I felt like I could have used any assault rifle, any SMG, and did well, and would have done well with them. Um, Obviously, some ARs and SMGs were favored more than others. That's that's fair. That's pretty much standard across all Call of Duties. But I think they did a really good job of balancing out the weapons across the board, not giving aim assist to snipers. Um, I think across the board they did a really nice job with the weapon balance in this game. The shotguns, I will say this, the shotguns and how they tuned them to have like flat damage as far as like pellets are concerned. I forget how they did it, but like you would never need more than two shots to kill somebody with a KRM. Okay, I can deal with that. Or but the brekkie, oh man, that brekkie was something fierce. Let me tell you. Getting kills with it and getting killed by it, it was something else. Anyway, uh, weapon balance, I think for the most part they did a really good job in this game. And finally, the score streaks. Uh, Actually, really good. I think next to the maps, I think Treyarch is also well known for doing a really good job with score streaks and making them fun to use. Although excuse me, I will say this: the hater or the VSAT, whose ever idea it was for people being able to shoot down the hater or the VSAT, just needs to never have a job ever again. Like I get why people will say that the hater or the VSAT or the Blackbird is overpowered because it's a I mean you have a radar advantage of 45 seconds. But I mean, it's a high score streak. It takes 12 kills in a TDM to get. Um so if you get some if you had like one or two people running Black Cell, that thing is gone almost instantaneously. It's insane. And of course everybody ran Black Cell in Black Ops 3. But it was just it was not worth using. It was not worth equipping. It was not worth using. I'm at a loss for words. Like why did somebody think it was a good idea to make the hater destructible? It just I I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, the wraps. I mean, anytime somebody called those in, it was a wrap. No pun intended. The Wraith was good. The Talon was good. Rolling Thunder on Combine or Nuketown, it was devastating. I was a little bit disappointed in the Lightning Strike and the Hellstorm performance in this game compared to Black Ops 2. I just thought they were very underwhelming. That's why I didn't use them much. The Dart was interesting. Interesting idea. Sentry Gun and Cerberus were also good to use. I will say this though. Not many people ran EMPs, from my personal experience, in Black Ops 3 more than they did in Black Ops 2. In Black Ops 2, everybody and their mother ran EMP grenades for either destroying equipment or score streaks or just disorienting people's HUD. But yeah, not many people ran EMPs. Occasionally, you get the one asshole that will run EMP grenades in Black Ops 3, from my personal experience. But I thought nobody really ran those things, which was good in my opinion because you know for the life of me I don't know why, because like this game was just Black Ops 2. They just took a lot of stuff from Black Ops 2 into Black Ops 3, and many people didn't run EMP nades in this game like they did in Black Ops 2. But yeah, Guardian, Lightning Strike, Hellstorm, like all this stuff is from the same is the same from Black Ops 2. I just don't know why people didn't run EMPs more. Anyway, so yeah, I think overall, aside from like weapon balance and score streaks, everything else was just kind of really meh as far as like Black Ops 3 multiplayer is concerned. Um, as you can see, I am a Prestige Master. I got that in August of 2016, so I even said it when I reached Prestige Master. I was like, I'm done. Like I have no aspirations to play any more multiplayer, because this game is just it's not that it's kind of underwhelming at times. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Black Ops 3 as a whole. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do going forward. Are they going to make Black Ops 4? Are they going to do something completely different? I don't know. I have no idea. The only thing we've ever seen Treyarch do was World War II, Cold War, Vietnam, and Black Ops 1. They kind of did a modern, but also kind of futuristic setting with Black Ops 2, and they just went completely futuristic all out in Black Ops 3. So it'll be very interesting to see where they go from here with the Call of Duty franchise. But yeah, I think I'll wrap that up. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, Super Yankee for Life, signing off. Peace.